darlings. Morning. What I am going to start with is organic chemistry. But before we learn organic chemistry, let us do some fundamental work of chemistry so that आपको ज़्यादा clear होगा कि what we are discussing about. Okay. So as you can see, I have drawn a picture here, and you know that this is a basic model of an atom. ये तो आपने पढ़ा ही. So today what I'll do is एक simple atom लेते हैं जो आपको अच्छी तरह से मालूम है, that is sodium. Symbol is Na. And you know that the atomic number of sodium is 11. We always write the atomic number here, left lower part of the atom. So this is the atomic number. What is the meaning of the term atomic number? So this is the atomic number. Atomic number of sodium is 11. What is atomic number? That is equal to number of protons. Number of protons. So this is atomic number. Atomic number is number of protons, and we usually write the alphabet Z to represent atomic number. So if I say Z equal to 11, that means the atomic number is 11. Okay, so you have 11 protons in sodium, and that is represented by writing on the left lower side of the atom. Okay, so the atomic number is 11 means there are 11 protons. Now what are protons? Protons are positively charged particles present inside the nucleus of an atom. So in sodium atom, how many protons are there? Let us repeat once again. There are 11 protons. Don't forget, there are 11 protons. That means 11 positive charges inside the nucleus. याद रखना, 11 positive charges inside the nucleus. पर सिर्फ positive charge होगा तो ये atom highly unstable होगा. So there should also be 11 negative charges. तो ये negative charge तो nucleus के अंदर तो नहीं है. So where is it? It is outside the nucleus. The electrons, we call them as electrons. Electrons are negatively charged particles. Because we have 11 positively charged particles or 11 protons, we should also have 11 electrons. Remember, you should have 11 electrons. So Z, that is the atomic number. Z equal to 11 means there are 11 protons. But whenever there are 11 protons, there will also be 11 electrons. That you have to remember. So now let us look at another example. Let me take the example of carbon, because we are going to learn organic chemistry. Let me take the example of carbon. I am writing the number 6 here. So what does 6 stand for? 6 stands for the atomic number. So 6 is the atomic number. How do we represent the atomic number? We represent by the alphabet Z. So I will write Z equal to 6, meaning there are 6 protons. And what are protons? They are positively charged particles. Where do you find the protons? You find the protons inside the nucleus. So I am going to put 6 positive charges here. So there are 6 protons. Now tell me how many electrons should be present? There should be 6 electrons, because जितने positive charge उतना ही negative charge होना चाहिए. So if the atomic number is 6, remember atomic number talks only about number of protons. But if the number of protons are 6, then the number of electrons will also be 6, because they have to be balanced. So you are going to have electrons revolving around the nucleus, outside the nucleus, remember that. So you can have an electron here, and the electrons, remember, are negatively charged. Okay? Let us take one more example. Let me take the example of chlorine. Chlorine is Cl. While writing, always remember, first alphabet should be capital, the second alphabet will be small letter. So chlorine is represented as Cl, and I will write the number 17 here. Remember, left side, lower part. When I write 17 here, this is the atomic number. So I can say Z is equal to 17. What do you understand from that when I say Z equal to 17? You understand there are 17 protons inside the nucleus. So now I will simply write as 17p. That means 17 positive charges inside the nucleus. How many electrons will be there? There will be 17 electrons. What is the charge on an electron? Negative. So remember, protons are positive, electrons are negatively charged. Okay, तो अभी तो हमको श्योर हुआ, we understood what is atomic number. We also understood कि जितने प्रोटॉन्स हैं उतने ही इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे. Now the question is, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ पे घूम रहा है? न्यूक्लियस के बाहर है, पर where is it? It is moving in orbits around the nucleus. You can call it as orbit and sometimes you call it as a shell. Okay, so it is moving in orbits or shell around the nucleus. क्या सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन एक ही ऑर्बिट में हैं या अलग अलग ऑर्बिट में हैं? This is given by a formula which is given as 2n square is equal to number of electrons. 2n square. The electrons is given by the formula 2n square. मतलब क्या है? The first orbit which is shown here, that is, if I am representing as n is equal to 1, then the number of electrons here will be 2n square. What is the value of n? Value of n is 1. So you are going to have 2 into 1 square. So how many electrons in the first shell or orbit? There are 2 electrons. So there can be only 2 electrons in the first shell. Second, it is n equal to 2. How many electrons are possible? It will be 2 into 2 square, that is 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. So how many electrons can you have? 8 electrons. लेकिन सवाल ये है कि पहले आपको पता होना चाहिए how many protons are there. Let me go back to sodium. Sodium, we already saw the atomic number was 11. That means there are 11 protons. So there should also be 11 electrons. 2 तो first shell में गया. Second में कितना जाएगा? So you have already calculated there should be 8 electrons. So if I put 8 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total कितने हुए अभी तक? 2 in the first, 8 in the second, total 10 हुआ. अब एक और बचा है because you have 11 proton. So in the third one, the last electron will. Although last electron में maximum कितना जा सकता है? It is 2 into 3 square. 2 into 9, that is equal to 18 electron. 18 जा सकते हैं लेकिन हमारे पास है नहीं तो कहाँ से जाए? So what is left is only 1 electron. So that 1 electron will go in the last. Is it clear? Okay, so now let us quickly see another atom. तो अभी मन में बिठा के ले लो. फर्स्ट में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, सेकेंड में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन, थर्ड में 18. 2, 8, 18. That is how the electrons are distributed. 2, 8, 18. 2, 8, 18. Now let us see another atom. Let us see the example of our favorite carbon. How many protons? The atomic number is 6. So there are 6 protons. So how many electrons should be there? There should be 6 electrons. How many will go in the first orbit? We already saw 2 into 1 square, that means 2 electrons. So in the first shell you got 2 electrons. कितने बचे? Because you had only 6 protons. 2 have gone in the first shell. So how many are left? There are 4 electrons and the 4 electrons will go in the second shell. So third shell तो होगा ही नहीं because there are only 4 electrons left and these 4 electrons will go in the second shell. So that is it. That is how the electrons are distributed. So you have 1, 2, 3 and 4 electrons in the second shell. Have you understood how the electrons are distributed? Okay, now the last example, chlorine. We know the atomic number is 17. कितने protons? अब आप लोग खुद सोचने लगो. 17 protons, right? First shell में कितना electron जाएंगे? 2 electron. फर्स्ट शेल में देर विल बी 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. वी ऑलरेडी नो नाउ. सेकेंड में कितना जा सकता है? 8. सो आई पुट 8 हियर. कितना हुआ टोटल? फर्स्ट में 2, सेकेंड में 8, टोटल 10 हुए. बचे कितने? 7. सो यू विल ऑल्सो हैव वन मोर शेल इन विच 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल गो. सो एज अ रिजल्ट यू विल हैव 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन द लास्ट शेल. और एक बार रिपीट करें. 17 प्रोटॉन्स हैं. So there will be 17 electrons. First shell में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, सेकेंड में 8, and bacha hua 7 will go into the third shell. Okay, let me also take one more example. Suppose I have potassium. This is important because potassium जो है इसका atomic number 19 है. तो हम अगर कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो फर्स्ट शेल में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन जाने चाहिए, नेक्स्ट में 8 एंड तीसरे में 18 का स्कोप है, पर वी ऑलवेज सी दैट वो 18 होता नहीं है, तीसरे में भी 8 ही होगा एंड देन द नेक्स्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन विल गो इनटू द फोर्थ शेल. So that is something quite exceptional because remember chemistry is a subject of exceptions. Thank you very much. Meet you in the next class.